All morning, we've been taking you live to the High Noon Saloon on East Washington Ave in Madison for the Christmas Craftacular. And before the break, you saw one of the vendors there doing a demonstration for us called spinning. And we are joined now by Bobbi Ludwig of Kitty Grrlz Knits and Spins. Very good morning to you, Bobbi.
Good morning.
Tell us exactly what spinning is.
Basically, spinning is taking fiber. In this case, I have hand-dyed wool that was dyed by a lady that I know. And you spin it into a strand or a string of yarn. Right now, I'm spinning a little thicker single ply yarn, a single strand, and that's basically the simple explanation.
And then is this one of the many products that you sell?
Yes, I have yarn that I have spun, and then I also have knit items that are knit with my yarn and also knit with other yarns.
Now, watching you do this, I'm always amazed by the different talents and hobbies that people have. Is this something that anyone can kind of pick up on, or does this take some practice?
Well, because of the investment that a wheel is, if someone were interested in it, I would recommend starting with a drop spindle, which is actually how I started. And then I also did take a class before I bought the wheel to make sure that I could do it, and then I enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, how did you get into spinning yarn and making the products that you have for sale?
Well, I actually, way back, made jewelry. And then I learned how to knit at a craft show, as a matter of fact. And I was knitting, and I found a website online that had hand-spun yarn, and I splurged, and I bought a skein of it. And it was so different knitting with it, the feel of it, just knowing that someone else, what they put into it to create it. So I started knitting with hand-spun yarn, and then the woman that I got that skein of yarn from started to sell hand-dyed fiber, the hand-dyed wool. And so I thought, well, if I bought the fiber, I could make my own yarn and do different things with it, and then I could have the yarn and the knit items. So.
Well, I've got to tell you, you earn an A from me this morning because you're able to talk with us, work with your hands, and we saw you're pumping your feet too. You are multi-talented. Tell us a little bit about the prices of the items you have for sale today, Bobbi.
The yarn ranges from about $15 to $50 actually for one of the bigger skeins, and the knits range from about $20 to $50 also. Oh. So there is a range of, a lot of the prices depend on the starting materials, the wool that I started with, if I've added in other yarns, or in some cases I have beads that have been added in. And then the knit stuff, again, it depends on the yarns that I started with.
Very colorful, that's for sure. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. We'll let you rest a little bit. And again, 10 to 4, you can stop by and see Bobbi and the other vendors. Again, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a neat demonstration.
Yeah, like I said, I can barely talk, let alone do different things at the same time. It's like that thing you're supposed to be able to do, pat your head and rub your belly. Can you do that?
No.
Okay.